Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you are all doing well and all having a great day. Today we will talk about chords and central angles. Our objective is to demonstrate an understanding that in the same circle or in congruent circles, two chords are congruent if and only if their central angles are congruent. First of all, in the same circle, if we have a circle with two congruent central angles, so if the first central angle AOB is congruent to the other central angle DOC, then we can conclude that the chord AB is congruent to the chord DC, and also vice versa. If two chords are congruent, then these central angles are congruent. The second, if we have two congruent circles, we have two central angles are congruent and two congruent circles, then we can say that if the angle AOC is congruent to the angle BOD, then the conclusion will be that the chord AC is congruent to the other chord BD. That's good. Let us take some examples. Use the circle below to find the length of AB. AB is a chord here. We have given that two central angles are congruent. First, central angle AOB is congruent to the other central angle DOC, and DC is equal to 6 centimeters. So we can conclude that the chord AB is congruent to the chord DC, and so AB equals to DC, and finally we can say that AB is equal to 6 centimeters. Example number 2. Use the circles below to find measure of angle DOC. We have a circle with two congruent chords. AB is congruent to the chord DC. So as we said earlier, if we have two congruent chords in the same circle, so the intercepted angles, central angles, are also congruent, which means here we have AB is equal to DC, equivalent to 20 centimeters, and so angle AOB, the central angle AOB, is congruent to the central angle DOC. And finally we can say that measure of angle DOC equals 92 degrees. Example number 3. Refer to the congruent circles below to find the value of x. We have two congruent circles with two congruent central angles. Angle AOC is congruent to the angle BOD. Then we will conclude that the chord AC is congruent to the chord BD, which means AC equals to BD, and then we replace their values. AC equals 3x plus 1 and BD is 37. We equate them to each other and we solve to get the value of x to be 12. It's your turn now. We have here a checkpoint and you have to answer the following questions. Find the value of x in the circles below. First one, second, third, and fourth. Remember, always practice makes perfect. Bye bye.